Thanks for joining us on Boom TV today. We've got a great show for you. The Sarah Kohrs Band is here. They are amazing. If you've never seen these guys before, you're in for a real treat. They've got a great set of music for you. We're going to take some time to sit down and talk with them as well, right here next on Boom TV. Stay with us.
After just one night, I start to strut. Sex is hot in the shops and in the galleries. Bodies buzz just from walking down the street. Going Dutch has no place in the cafes where just the smell of bread could make you fall in love. Just relax, give him time to catch his breath. Stops and starts, taking a bus and then a photograph. Who's in charge? Both of the parties live alone. Planes and cars sometimes stall, sometimes move too fast, and everyone can feel the stops and starts. He thinks I love him, but he don't know that I dream about you and you alone. He thinks I need him. He'd never believe that he don't give me what I need. He don't know there's a door I leave closed. He don't know how to get inside. Yesterday he told me he was gonna break my heart. I'm amazed at all these things he don't know. He don't see me like you did, full of scars and innocence. He don't realize how strong I am, but you felt it, yeah, you felt it in my hands. He don't know there's a door I leave closed. He don't know how to get inside. Yesterday he told me he was gonna break my heart. I'm amazed at all the things he don't know. 'Cause I've been missing you like crazy. I've been feeling so alone. He thinks my heart is his for breaking. He thinks he's got a steady hold, but he don't know there's a door I leave closed. He don't know how to get inside. Yesterday he told me he was gonna break my heart, and I'm amazed at all the things he don't know. He don't know about that door I leave closed. He don't know how to get inside. Oh, yesterday he told me he was gonna break my heart. He don't know it isn't true. 'Cause he don't know how to break through. He don't know me. He ain't you.
We're here with the Sarah Kohrs Band, and these guys are pretty spectacular. They've got a lot of great stuff that you're going to get to hear as we go along. I want to ask you guys some questions. Good stuff, by the way. Just fantastic. You guys are tight.
Thank you.
Sounds so
Thank you.
beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Sarah, you started playing and singing at a very young age. So, first of all, how did you get into music, and what inspired you to start so young?
Well, I started playing piano when I was 7, but I was raised by a very musical family. So one of my earliest memories is my brother and I dancing around with our little Winnie the Pooh stuffed animals to this like little record player we had. And I've just have been singing for as long as I can remember.
Yeah. So you have somewhat of a jazz background?
Not
Not so much?
really. I kind of met Mark, and that was my jazz
You,
training.
you guys have, you all, actually, can you introduce these guys?
Sure. This is Mark Tumanoksa. He plays keys and saxophone, and this is Fran Kohrs. He plays bass, and they're two of the most fabulous people. Just really wonderful to work with them.
Yeah.
We are.
I was going to say that
They'll be
as
the
well.
first to tell you.
Terrific. So you guys actually have jazz backgrounds. Isn't that correct? I mean, one of you is a Berkeley guy, right?
I went to Berkeley, yeah, in
Okay.
Boston.
Right.
I have a jazz and commercial music.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what got all you guys together?
Well, my wife and I were at an open mic one night, and there was this young woman on the stage who was singing some songs that I had not heard before, but they were too good for someone around here to have written. So we could barely hear her because of the bar. It was loud, and this woman, from my recollection, was kind of looking at her shoes mainly. So we moved closer, and she proceeded to do two more songs that were just amazing. And then she looked up in the middle of the second song and caught my wife's eye, and then just looked at her the rest of the time she was singing, after which she joined us, and that was Sarah.
Yeah. So where did you go to school?
I went to the Eastman School of Music in Rochester.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
Yeah. You've all played with other musicians and other groups. How did this project turn into what it is today? I mean, you do like singer-songwriter pop type songs, and so what led to that? I mean, what's your inspiration for that type of music?
I have always loved pop music. That's sort of more in my zone than anything else, really. And Mark and I just started playing together. And then Fran, I know he started joining us, what is it, 9 months ago now, I think?
I believe it was 9 months ago
Yeah.
at Mark's behest. For some reason, he contacted me. We kept running into each other at various venues. I'd be playing a gig, and he'd come up, and we'd talk, etc. Then one day he asked me if I'd be, he was given the opportunity to choose any bass player he wanted.
Yeah.
So after going through a gigantic list of they finally got to me. But this project for me is very special, very personal, and it's beautiful music. It's well done. It's the best thing in town, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
For lyrically, the chord changes, this stuff. The first time I had rehearsed with them or played with them, I was sold.
Well, it's really well done
glad to be
stuff.
here.
It really is, and beautifully written, beautifully played. And Tom, who's your drummer, Tom Major, who's not here at the moment for the interview, but really, right in the pocket, just beautiful
Oh,
stuff.
he's wonderful. Yeah, absolutely.
Great player. Yeah, as you all are, I think. So, who did you guys listen to growing up? Any influences? It's going back, right?
No, well, there's so many.
Yeah.
You know, so I grew up outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
And I was a horn player, so Chicago
Oh, yeah.
was initially
Oh,
a big
yeah.
influence for me. In fact, I started writing for our bands in high school,
Yeah.
and I transcribed Chicago songs and write
Yeah.
the horn parts out. And then I got into big band and did a lot of work with big band. And when I was 15, I wrote a big band arrangement that our high school jazz band played, and we won the Illinois State Fair Jazz Band
Oh, nice.
competition with it. So I really got into arranging and composing pretty early on.
Yeah.
And jazz influences, and then people like Chick Corea and the
boy,
newer
yeah.
jazz like that. That was always just wonderful to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys, anybody particular get you going into the music?
For me, it was big bands, Stan Kenton, that kind of thing. Although I was very young, I was influenced by big bands, Kenton, Miller, Buddy Rich, all those kind of guys. And then this phenomena called the Beatles came along.
Oh boy.
And I think I was 15 at the time, and that progressed. I went from trombone, classical trombone playing, to guitars, because that was the popular.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Sarah.
For me, it's been singer-songwriters.
Yeah.
So my dad's favorite band was Chicago. My mom's favorite artist was Carole King. So that, that's had a lot of influence on me. And as I've gotten older, in college, I fell in love with Joni Mitchell. She's one of my favorites. Jason Isbell is a current favorite. I love his work. Sarah Bareilles, I love her stuff. So.
All good stuff right there.
Yeah, it's all
good
very,
influences, that's
yeah.
for sure. And now let's get back to the music.
people will tell ya what you ought to do. They get uptight like there's a right way and a wrong way too. They get to talking, and I get confused. I need some time, a little quiet before I move. When the voices come in a flood, I know the one I can trust. I make up my own mind, sketching my own design. Might be hard to believe it, but I can perceive every line. I make up my own mind, I'm making my own stars shine. Got a power in me that will make galaxies realign. Sometimes life leaves you with scars on your soul, but they don't last. It's gonna pass before you know. Now I'm resurrecting those good memories. No, they're not dead. There's plenty left inside of me. I got to keep trying when living gets tough. Got to keep trusting in love. I make up my own mind, sketching my own design. Might be hard to believe it, but I can perceive every line. I make up my own mind, I'm making my own stars shine. Got a power in me that will make galaxies realign. 'Cause I got trust, and I got love, and I know, yes I know it, I just got to show it, and everything's gonna be fine. I made up my own mind, sketching my own design. Though it might be hard to believe, I know I perceive every line. I made up my own mind, I made my dreams come alive with a power that makes galaxies realign. 'Cause I got love, I got trust, I know that's enough. 'Cause I know, yes I know it, I just got to show it. Gonna start healing, revealing my feelings. 'Cause I got strength deep inside, and I made up my mind. Yeah, I made up my own mind. Miss Betty Lou's still working at the diner. Witnesses, they still go door to door. Down at Buddy's auto shop, he still keeps the windows locked, although I've never really known what for. Past never passes when everything's always the same. promise that I'll always tell the truth. You're the only girl for me, that's how it will always be. There could never be another you. I can't find this feeling that is gathering like a twister in my bones. There's no two ways about it. When I feel this way, I know I gotta go. Come away with me, Angelina, while there's time and we both are young. From the moment that I first seen ya, it was love. Take your pain and your consolations. Take the change in your pocket too. I'm a man full of grand persuasions, and there's no one for me but you. So come away. Come away with me, Angelina, while there's time and we both are young. From the moment that I first seen ya, it was love. Take your pain and your consolations. Take the change in your pocket too. I'm a man full of grand persuasions, and there's no one for me but you. So come away. Come away, 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 oh, come away. Take the change that's in your pocket. There's no looking back, there ain't no stopping us. You're the only girl for me, that's the way it's always gonna be. Come away. I won't say I'm fine. I'm so sick of pretending, drawing these battle lines makes for a sad, sad ending. Perfume is stronger could hold oceans back, I could avoid disaster and all of her bold attacks. In the end, wouldn't matter. The moon keeps on shining and the tide rolls on in. Fighting war with the edge of my skin. Does she lie like I lie? Does she move you like I do? Does she scream the way I used to scream? Is she drowning without you? I wish that I could sympathize, but all you did was run and hide. Then expect me to chase after you like all your other women do. I've got some questions I must ask. They're burning holes inside of my chest. So if you're gonna hit me, follow through. Does she lie like I lie? Does she move like I do? Does she scream the way I used to scream? Is she drowning without you? I'd never believe it if I had not seen it. Your words keep on coming, your tongue keeps on cutting, till only one question remains. When she says she and I are the same, does she lie?
Back with the Sarah Kohrs Band. You know, one of the things I like to ask people, because somebody asked me once, and it really interests me to find out what one thing got them wanting to be musicians. For me, it was playing, and you mentioned the Beatles, playing phony Beatle concerts in the backyard of my friend's house, and we used to charge like a nickel for the kids to come around and watch us. And that really got me to want to actually do it. And so I'd like to ask you guys, so is there any one particular thing that made you say, geez, I want to do this for my life?
I have a very significant event in my life.
Yeah.
My mom wanted me to play trumpet, and my mom was a singer, and so I was going to go to band school, the high school or the grade school rather, in 5th grade, and we would pick our band instruments. And the night before, the movie Some Like It Hot was on television, and Marilyn Monroe goes to Tony Curtis, "There's something about saxophone players, especially tenor saxophone players." And I knew in my 10-year-old heart I would play the tenor saxophone and no one could talk me out of it.
That's a good one. That's a good story. I like that one a lot. Yeah, that's why I ask these. Anybody else have any one thing that really did it for them?
I did not have a one thing, but it's funny because I don't remember not doing music. Like, there's not really a period in my time where I didn't do that.
You started so young.
Yeah. I remember when I was like 3 or 4, the choir director at our church just kind of plopped me on top of the piano and was like, "You're going to take this solo." So, yeah, it's been...
So getting pushed into the pool.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fran, any for you?
Musical household situation. My brother is a phenomenal musician, Charlie, and I was 4 years younger than he, and he was playing in these rock and roll bands in high school, and they used to practice at my house, and I was sort of like the little kid that was always getting in the way, and I stole as much as I could from them guys as far as how to play or how to comb your hair and that kind of stuff. I mean, I think it was all about, at that age, for them, and then later, for a brief period of time, a way of meeting people, especially women. But that was
Sure.
I think kids go through that insecure phase. But most of my brother was always playing all the time, so all the stuff that was hip and cool in the jazz world, I was getting early. You know, I'd go over to someone's house, say, "Hey, listen to this. This is like Albert Eiler," and they go, "Sounds like noise." I said, "Exactly." But I think it was primarily the influence of my brother dragging all these guys over the house every night to practice rock and roll. And I said, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it. But that was pretty much it. Just family kind of hang out and play.
And here we are today, right?
Yeah, right. It's a long time.
All these years later, still going strong, right? Yeah. So I want to ask you guys about the writing process for this music. Who does most of you do most of the writing?
Yeah.
You do. Okay. So how do you begin the writing process? What's the first thing that you look at? How do you write a song?
I'm usually in a bad mood.
It's a good place to start.
And I need to get that out. So it's funny. That is usually what happens.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I think music is mostly just always going through my head. And so when I sit down at the piano, whatever I'm thinking about or something that I've seen or even things that I don't realize kind of got in my subconscious, or, oh yeah, that's a, you know, I remember we walked across that bridge and all of a sudden a bridge is appearing in my song, you know.
Yeah.
So.
The one thing I think that Sarah does that I've seen a lot of songwriters not do, a lot of songwriters will spend a month on a song. And, you know, they craft it, and I used to call it the fruitless pursuit of perfection. Yeah. You know, and Sarah will write 2 or 3 songs a week.
Yeah, really.
And she's just prolific, and it's just, I think her craft is developed because of that to a point that I've never seen anyone who could do that.
Right. Yeah. Well, they're good songs too. It's not like you're,
Thanks.
you know, writing, you know, bad stuff either.
There's not a single tune that these people have played or written that did not strike a chord within me, that did not have an effect on me. That's rare, because I play with thousands of people, you know, over that my entire life. And so that's why I'm here probably today, because you tend to gravitate toward what you like to do.
Sure, most definitely. And now here's more from the Sarah Kohrs Band.
Live with a diamond, sparkle and light. I keep her safe and warm under my pillow. She isn't an angel. She knows how to buy, but that's the risk you gotta take if you wanna make the world slow down and melt around you. There's nothing that a girl can't dream with a diamond and some clean white sheets. It's hard to imagine that anything else could capture all the facets of my diamond. I hate to admit it, oh, but sometimes at night I get a little thrill from making the diamond cast 100 tiny rainbows on my bedroom wall. Techno-coloring when she comes She isn't a high-class girl with her head in the clouds. She isn't a working girl wondering what her life is about. She runs on automatic, thinks a love affair is tragic, without that touch to make a diamond sigh. If you can catch her, she'll open your eyes and give you things you only could imagine. Once in a while, she gets kind of shy. It isn't in her nature to be flashy, but that don't stop her from articulating. She'll pull on every string if she's allowed. If she's allowed. If you let her say. I got a man, he's good to me. He gives me all the things a woman needs. He wears his heart out on his sleeve, but when I call, he brings it home to me. His eyes are green, his skin is brown. He ain't a looker, but he stands out in a crowd. He's got a way of talking low, and when he touches me, he touches me real slow. I got a man, I got a man, I got a man. He tells the truth. I never have to wonder what he's doing. He lays it down, he walks the line. He passes every other woman by. His arms are strong, his tongue is sweet. His hands are callous, but his thoughts run deep. The river springs to life each time. I take his love and make it mine. Oh, I got a man, I got a man. kissed by many waters, never did learn how to float, just sinks to depths uncharted. It draws you in and it pulls you under. It can anchor, it can drown, but there's treasure there to be uncovered, lost souls to be found. Hold your breath. On my way down, he loves the stars and the rain, women and Monday mornings. Me, I love being afraid. Skin's as thin as porcelain, but he draws me in with his sweet obsessions. Then he draws me out. I might lose myself in my indiscretions. That's when I lose my doubt. Hold your breath. On my way down. How can I listen? All that you say only makes me want to cry. All of your caution has to give way to this diving force inside. So give me the stone and the stars, old enough to manage. I can't love with half of my heart. I'll have to risk some damage. Yes, I know, darling, if it comes to nothing, no, I'll bleed it out. But the only thing that hurts more than loving is never knowing how. Hold your breath. On my way down. Hold your breath. On my way down.
All right, back with the Sarah Kohrs Band. Just got a couple minutes left here to kind of talk to you guys about a few things quickly. Do you guys play in the area a lot? Do you like to get outside the county? Do you play mostly in here? What do you do? Where do you like to go?
Mostly in the county so far. Our next gig that we have coming up is actually at the Linda in Albany.
Okay.
So we're branching west. We're going west.
It's a great stage.
A
I've been
little
on it
bit.
a few times. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it a lot there. You guys, have you been there before?
No.
No.
Yeah, you'll love it. It's a great room. Yeah. Have you guys done any recording together, or do you just, are you live players only, or do you?
No, we do a lot of recording, and in fact, Sarah and I have been doing a lot of recording, just the two of us, for a while, and we've even done some jingles, and I do some soundtracks. And Sarah did last year we did the Chocolate Springs in Lennox, their jingle
really?
for Christmas.
Oh,
That's
nice.
fun.
And then Fran's been coming with Tom in the last few months, and we've started recording. I have a little recording studio at home, so we've been really starting to put down some tracks and want to get an album out of that.
Nice, very cool. We'll look forward to hearing that. Please, make sure you let us know
For sure.
when that comes around. Where can we find you guys online? Do you have a website or Facebook or what?
Yeah, so we have, right now it's everything that we have recorded so far is at tumo-kohrs.com.
Okay.
So this band is actually relatively new. Tom only started playing with us about a month ago.
Yeah,
So-
he's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
he picks stuff
so
up so fast.
We
Yeah.
don't- Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our
I never would have guessed that.
presence. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's TUMO-KOHRS.com.
Okay. On Facebook at all yet with the band, or
Not with the band yet. but
Okay.
Not
yeah.
yet.
You're all around on there somewhere, probably, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Everybody
mean, we
is.
show up everywhere. And then Fran, of course, plays everywhere.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. The Sarah Kohrs Band. Make sure you check them out at tumo-kohrs.com. That's TUMO-KOHRS.com. And please check out Boom TV. We're happy to have you guys look at our website, which is boom413.com. And you can find out about the things we're doing and also watch a repeat of this and also see what we have coming up and check out the archive of our programs. Until next time, I'm Tom Conklin, and thank you so much again, Sarah Kohrs Band, for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Thank you.
I've watched you hold your ground. I've watched you bend. I've watched you overflow with joy you can't express. I've seen you sparkling. I've seen you shine. There was a moment I imagined you were mine. River, speak to me. I'll be listening. You only go where you wanna go. I know I stand to lose control if you take me. Up or down, high or low, I don't care. I loosen my hold if you take me. You are my history. You are my past. You are my present, and you're rolling by too fast. So here's my future. It's yours to take. A little corner of my heart still left to break. River, speak to me. I'm still listening. You only go where you wanna go. I know I stand to lose control if you take me. Up or down, high or low, I don't care. I loosen my hold if you take me. You could always carry me away. You could always make me change. You only go where you wanna go. I know I stand to lose control if you take me. Up or down, high or low, I don't care. I loosen my hold if you take me. You are my history.